I cannot believe that you are doing this.
Extra tunic, extra belt. Where's my belt? Four extra pairs of sandals.
Are you even listening to me?
Yes, Ariana. But what is it that you would want me to say that has not already been said over these past 2 weeks?
Maybe you can explain to me why on earth you think that it is a good idea for you to travel to the other side of the earth.
I have told you already. We have seen the sign. We have seen the star.
Seeing the star. Seeing the star. There are a million stars in the night sky. You would never be doing this if Father were still alive. What makes this one star so special?
It's completely different than anything Melchior, Azariah, or I have ever seen. Completely different than any Magi living has ever seen. Completely different than anything anyone who has ever studied the skies has ever recorded.
There are lots of strange things in the night sky, Balthazar. There are shooting stars, there are brighter stars, there are dimmer stars. There are stars that show up for 2 weeks and then disappear for 40 years. What makes this one star so special?
But we have never seen anything like it before, Ariana. You know that yourself. It is completely different than anything we have seen.
So?
So, this star demands attention. This star demands that action be taken.
And this action needs to be across the earth.
Yes, that is where he will be born.
This king of some small, almost unheard of, conquered nation, descendants of slaves.
God's chosen people, Ariana.
Right, Balthazar. And what God are we talking about?
The God of the Hebrews. The only true and living God. The God whose very finger wrote upon the walls of the palace in Susa in the days of King Belshazzar.
An old wives' tale.
No, Ariana, not a tale, but a true story. It is written in the histories of our people.
Fine. Okay, fine. But what does this God have to do with us? We are Persian.
The God of the Hebrews is the creator of the entire earth. It all belongs to him, as do we Persians even.
Shh, Balthazar, not so loud. That's blasphemy.
No, Ariana, to not speak it would be blasphemy. But let's not continue arguing about this before I go, please.
Fine, but ever since you started reading that Hebrew prophet Daniel and his writings, you have gone completely crazy over this prophecy. What is it that you call the one who is to come? The Messiah.
Yes, the promised one, the anointed one, the Messiah. Ariana, he is the one who was promised since the very beginning of the world, when evil first entered it.
And he is a king, you say?
Yes, he is the king.
So why is it that you do not know where you are going? Why do you not just go to the capital, go to the palace? Surely you will find this Prince Messiah there.
It doesn't seem so clear as that. But their capital is likely where we will begin our search.
And how long will it take again? What was that?
I said about 2 years.
2 years?
Yes.
2 years? You are going to leave your family, your friends, your position, and travel across a trackless, dangerous desert.
Yes.
for 2 years to greet some foreign child king, prophesied by foreign prophets to a people not your own, and then turn around and travel 2 years back here? Balthazar, this is madness.
Ariana, I must.
You must. You
Yes.
must. Why must you, Balthazar? Are Azariah and Melchior as crazy over this prophecy as you? How do their families feel?
Oh, their families feel much as you do, Ariana, but please, I want you to understand. You and I have always been the best of companions, despite the fact that I am your older brother.
I do want to understand, Balthazar. Explain it to me.
All right, all right, I will try again. In many ways, I feel like I have been preparing for this for my entire life. Ever since I was just a boy, I felt an odd stirring in my heart. Different from the other boys who were called into training as wise men, as I studied our gods, our myths, and our legends, I felt an emptiness. The worship, the sacrifices, nothing felt as though it could satisfy that longing in my heart. I went through the motions, but my soul was not at rest. You yourself know this to be true.
I know. You spoke of it many times when we were children. And we'd be sitting out under the night sky and you pointing out different stars to me and me trying to hide from Mama and Papa so I could stay up as late as possible.
Yes. But then one day, I was speaking with Azariah about all that was in my heart. And he told me about the writings left behind by the Hebrew Daniel, the one who had been held in such high esteem by the great king Nebuchadnezzar, and in such friendship with the cunning King Darius. And as I began to read these and study these, I felt a burning in my breast such as I have never felt before. Everything changed for me that day, and it felt as though scales fell from my very eyes, and I could see the world as it really was for the very first time. I have never been the same since.
Oh, that I can attest to.
And then, when I saw the star and read all the signs in the sky, I realized that I had been blessed, that of all the generations, mine had been chosen to be the one in which the Messiah would be born. And of all of the people, I and my brother Magi, Melchior and Azariah, we had been chosen to recognize the signs, to follow this star and pay homage to this momentous event. Ariana, this birth is not just one that affects the Hebrew people. God has not just sent this Messiah for them, but for the entire world. This is not just another chapter in their history. No. This is the chapter in all of history. And I have been chosen to have a part in it. This is the point of my entire life. Everything else pales in comparison to it.
But anything could happen to you.
Yes, Ariana, it does not matter. All that matters is that I go, and that I have been chosen to bring a gift, small as it is.
I would not call that much gold, that much frankincense, and that much myrrh some small gift.
It seems a lot to us, Ariana, I know, but nothing close to what this king deserves. His worth is measureless. Ariana, please understand. I must go.
And if I don't understand, will you still go?
Yes, Ariana, it is that important. He is that important. I must go, and I will go. But while I am gone, can I ask you one favor?
I am very angry with you, Balthazar. You are hardly in a position to ask me for a favor.
Nevertheless, I will ask you one favor. It is not for nothing that you are my favorite sister. It is for that reason that I taught you to read not only the Persian language, but also the language of the Hebrews. While I am gone, take advantage of this gift. Please read for yourself the writings of the man Daniel and of his God. See for yourself what I am speaking about and what has gripped my very soul.
Because you too are my favorite brother. And in the repayment for the gift you did give me in teaching me to read, I will do as you ask. Maybe I will finally understand why you are doing this.
I pray that you will, Ariana. I pray that you will understand and that your life too will be changed. Now, I must go. We have taken longer than we've wanted to already, getting prepared for our journey. We have been longing to leave ever since the star first appeared. Take care, Ariana.
You as well, Balthazar.